Let's make it a good day.
Coming up today, grab some great lighting and gather the family. Mariah Carey is teaming up with Santa and, well, Apple, to bring to life a one-of-a-kind Christmas special. Then, move over, Angela Lansbury. Hallmark is stepping into your territory with their latest holiday film, Christmas, She Wrote. Our gold crown king, producer Ted, has his review.
I get to go next because I'm holding it. How exciting.
Oh, I love that.
And grab a seat in your favorite comfy chair. It's another edition of Kendall's Book Club. What's in the library this month? You're about to find out. Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
And good morning, everyone, and welcome to the show. We are live from our studios in Eden Prairie. Hello, Minneapolis. Hello, St. Paul. Hello, Wisconsin, the entire darn state. And hello to my sister from another mister. She's decked out in cheetah, and we love it. It's Kendall Mark, everyone.
Hello.
I realize I've never said your last name on this show. I just say Kendall. Think about that. I've never said Kendall Mark. That is your last name, right?
It is, but I never say Jason Matheson.
Yeah. Do you know, though, that people say that to me?
Really?
Yeah, and I've never said this before. When I meet people like at the Caribou or the Cub, I get called my full name a lot.
Really?
I do, and yeah, Colin, yeah. Hello, Jason Matheson. And I like my name, but yeah.
I can see it though, because people know you for your full name, right?
Yeah.
They like.
Well, if you want the full name, it's Jason Riley Matheson, but yeah.
JR.
JR.
Duh.
There we go. They have beautiful names and beautiful backgrounds and beautiful lighting. Let's say hello to our audience today. We have Nicolette, Donna, and Pam. And let me just say, I don't like to play favorites, but Kendall and I were talking. You three ladies win virtual audience of the month. You have, let me look at this. Look at this. They have Jason Show mugs. They all have incredible holiday backgrounds. And they have Mariah Carey-esque lighting. Sincerely. Now, Nicolette, I want to say hi to you first because you're going to see Nicolette a little bit later in a new thing we're doing called Show Us Your Weekend. But Nicolette, where are you zooming in from?
I'm from Forest Lake, Minnesota.
Oh, Forest Lake. My assistant Q used to live there. Let's say hello to Donna. Hi, Donna.
Hi.
Hi, sweetheart. Look at your Christmas tree. I love your Christmas tree.
Thank you.
Where are you from, Donna?
Grand Rapids, Minnesota.
Oh, beautiful. And finally, Pam. Hi, Pam.
Hi, Jason.
Look at your fireplace. Your house is decked out, my friend. Look at that.
You're going to see all my deers back there. You'd love it.
Oh, look at the stags and the reindeer. Oh, I love it. Well, we're going to be checking in with the ladies all throughout the hour. Thank you for being here, ladies. Oh, they have, Kendall, they have great lighting. They have holiday backgrounds, Jason Show mugs, and stags.
I know.
Seriously.
Not one of them is out of line. They
No.
are all fabulous.
I watched so much TV this weekend, like probably a lot of you did. I'm not kidding. I didn't get out of my pajamas yesterday.
I'm so proud of
I
you.
did not get out of my, I don't even think I showered. But that's all right. Anyway, finished The Undoing with Hugh Grant and Nicole Kidman. Not quite sure. I haven't processed fully how I feel about the whole series.
Okay.
Then The Mandalorian, really quick. Can I just tell you? Executive producer Jeff, who right now is at the dentist, he's getting veneers, or I think he's getting gold caps on his teeth. But anyway, Jeff put it really well this morning. He said the last 2 episodes of The Mandalorian are better than the last few Star Wars movies.
Stop it.
It's really good, yeah. All of you watching, if you're not a Star Wars fan, Jeff doesn't like Star Wars.
No.
It's not, you don't have to like Star Wars. It's just a good show. It's like an old Western, but with Star Wars.
I gotta watch it. I don't
You
know how
do.
I haven't
It's so good.
yet.
Again, you can use my Disney Plus password. Let's get started, everybody. Time for the hot dish. Here we go. Oh, it's so good. Baby Yoda, I'm sorry, Grogu is just the best character of the year.
The child
Baby Yoda has a name. It's
Okay.
little Grogu.
Oh,
Yeah.
Grogu.
SNL returned live over the weekend. Jason Bateman was the guest host. And I have to say, and we're all in agreement here on the staff, it was one of the better episodes in recent memory. More bad than good. In one of the sketches, the cast, this is so relatable, recreated a lot of conversations happening with our parents right now. Look at this.
I won't be able to come home for Christmas this year.
Oh, honey, you do not need to come home for Christmas, okay? I just want you to be safe.
Really? Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, and I guess since you won't be coming, I'll just throw your stocking in the fire.
Mom?
We're being safe. We're even quarantining in different rooms. What? Why? For safety.
Hi, sweetie.
Your daughter has decided not to come home for Christmas this year.
Oh, that's okay. We're gonna miss you, Pumpkin.
No, it's not okay, Ray.
No, it's not okay, and you need to come home.
Fine, we will fly to you.
Mom, no.
Why? It's fine. I will quarantine in the plain bathroom.
Great fix, darling. And Daddy will wear his racquetball goggles to keep the virus out of my eyes. How about that?
That's not how it works.
What if I died in a plane crash?
That's a great point.
And that was the last thing you said to me.
Think about your dead mother.
That can't happen if you don't fly on a plane.
So good. So good. Thank goodness. Let me just celebrate again my mother. She takes it, I would not have that conversation with her because she takes it seriously. She takes the COVID seriously,
right.
Which I love. I don't have to argue with her. She gets mad when she's around other people not wearing a mask. Her and I both live on Earth 1. Anyway. But seriously,
So
I don't have to have that fight with her. Because I asked her, I said, do you want to come over for a little bit on Christmas Day? Because, and she was just a little bit. We'll open the door. All of us will wear masks. But yeah, she realizes we'll have another Christmas together, all making sacrifices. Well, another sketch featured a parody of an Eminem song starring Pete Davidson. And, well, there was a surprise cameo. Look at this.
I can't believe the year is almost over. It's getting colder, I'm a year older, but I'm still your soldier. You're my hero, cause you always bring me the assist. So once again, we're back to zero. Here we go, my Christmas list. I won't be greedy or needy or ask you for too much. Just want one thing, and hope you still got that magic touch. Cause getting this present is the only thing keeping me alive. Dear Santa Claus, please bring me a PS5.
What's this? Too shady from Santa. That's crazy. A PS5? I didn't even ask for this. I guess Shady must have been a good boy this year. Sorry, Stu.
Wow. Okay, first of all, let's acknowledge, again, there are more funny skits than not. This was really good. It was about Stu, who kept writing letters to Santa. Santa didn't listen. He progressively got more agitated. Then he wanted a PS5, which everybody wants.
Yes.
They're like $8 million on eBay, but we'll talk about that later. Anyway.
Yeah, big thing.
So good. And then Slim Shady, he looks so different.
I know.
He has a beard. He looks like he should be in the wood chopping wood.
I was going to say he looks like a hermit now. Like he's just been in his hermitage cave.
I know. Nicolette, did you see Eminem?
That was I didn't know that was him. I was like, what?
I know. I was like, who is that bearded man?
I don't know.
I know. Thank goodness they put a little super down there. It was like Eminem. Thank you, ladies. No, it was a better episode than most this season. There were more good skits than bad. There's that one. Jason Bateman was a good host. He had a good monologue. I usually fast forward past the and I love Jason Bateman.
I know, because you want him to be you in your movie about your life.
And again, he's one of the rare. We're like unicorns. Jasons. It's a rare name anymore.
Unicorn sighting.
And we're around the same age. So see, the golden age of Jasons was in the 70s. I'm past my prime.
Oh, aren't we all?
Adam, come host the show. I'm leaving. Next in the dish. The election was more than a month ago. Wow. Why does it seem like 3 years? And Steve Kornacki has woken up from his nap. They pulled him out of the Charger. And now he's taking his big board talents to the NFL. Look at this.
Look at this. Minnesota leapfrogging Arizona. These are the playoff probabilities, the PFF data analytics. They still like the Cardinals' chances of making the playoffs. They are unimpressed, this data model is, with Minnesota. Remember, the Vikings barely get by Jacksonville today, barely get by Carolina. They still got to play New Orleans. They still got to play Tampa. They've got something to prove, at least to the computer models. But for right now, Minnesota into that 7th spot in the NFC. Let's take a look here at the AFC.
So good. So, see, it doesn't matter what's on the big board. Steve controls it. He didn't stumble. He wasn't stumbly bumbly once.
Nope.
That's a broadcaster right there.
He is. It was when I heard his name, because you know me, I watch football like all day.
I know you do, yeah.
So I heard his name and I was like, Kornacki's gonna be, and it was hilarious. But then I was actually like interested in what he was saying.
I had this epiphany, and that's an epiphany that you have in a shopping mall. But I had an epiphany that, look, we're so polarized right now. You're just getting that joke, aren't you? We're so polarized right now. I think eventually Kornacki, because he plays it right down the middle, I think he should host one of the Sunday shows. I think people would trust him because he does play it down the middle. I know we don't usually talk about political shows, but I'm just saying, Kornacki, people trust him. He's a good dude.
It's true,
He is.
but people won't trust him anymore.
I know. Whatever. Next in the dish. Pressure has ramped up on Netflix to add a disclaimer before the airing of each episode of The Crown, labeling the drama as fiction. Well, Netflix is like, no, that shan't be happening. They reportedly are not feeling the heat. The streamer has no plans, they say, to add a disclaimer. They told a British newspaper they're confident that their viewers understand that it's a work of fiction broadly based on historical events. Well, and this comes after the British government, brother of the late Princess Diana, and star Helena Bonham Carter, called on Netflix to add the disclaimer. They argue the show takes creative liberties to the extreme and may confuse viewers to think it's a docudrama. My point is, whose problem is that? Is it Netflix's? No, it's the viewer. I mean, no offense, if you are, I don't want to use names, but come on, if you're watching a show on Netflix and it doesn't say documentary, there has to be some personal responsibility. I mean, come on.
You can't fix that. If you don't know your historical facts,
yeah,
or if you just want that to be fact, well, that is just
Netflix can't help it. And again, trust me, people can read it and still not process it.
Right.
Believe me when I say that. So even if they put a giant warning like on cigarettes and naughty CDs, people will still be like, oh, is that real? It doesn't matter.
Does that cause cancer?
Yeah. Lots more to come, everybody. Go grab another cup of coffee. We'll be back right after this. Coming up, we asked and you delivered. From lazy pets to delightful kids, you're showing us your weekend. Then, let's hope there's no murder here. It's Christmas, she wrote. Ted is reviewing the latest holiday offering from Hallmark. And the library is open and no late fees. Kendall's book club is back. Find out what she's reading this month. That's all coming up. The Jason Show continues.
Oh, dude, did you hear? Morgan Wallen's at the college party, dude.
What? But isn't he supposed to be the musical guest on SNL this week?
Hell yeah, I'm sure he's taking all the necessary COVID precautions, though.
Alabama! To no consequences!
Consequences! Woo!
Whoa, dude. I came as soon as I could.
Did you just appear out of that cloud of weed?
Huh? No, that's just regular time travel smoke.
Time travel?
That's right. You see, I am you from the future, and I came back here to stop you from partying tonight.
Why?
Well, trust me, somebody's gonna post a video of you ignoring COVID protocols. The whole internet's gonna freak out. Actually, forgot how fun this party was. I mean, you got cute girls over here, you got tons of booze. I bet there's a whole hell of a lot of drugs around here, right? Huh? Maybe we stay for like, I don't know, about another 5 or 10 more minutes.
Stay? Like, at this party?
Yeah, just for like 10, 20, 30, maybe more minutes, just to really understand why it's so wrong.
I guess. By the way, whatever happens with COVID, did they find a vaccine?
Well, I do not know. I'm only from 1 month in the future.
Only 1 month. Morgan Wallen poking fun of himself on this week's SNL. If you remember, he was pulled from the show earlier this season when he was caught breaking COVID protocols. Well, that's always good. I say this all the time. That is, if you're a celebrity, that's the way to handle it.
Yep.
You know what? Own it. Laugh at yourself. Get to the joke before other people can make fun of you. Own the joke.
Yeah, absolutely.
Be in on it.
He apologized right away, said, I get it, I apologize, I hope I can be on the show again, and then did that.
And now I'm coming to you because I don't know anything about this gentleman.
Yes.
Is it country? Is it rap?
Country.
Classical? What is he?
If you couldn't tell from the skit, he's a country singer.
I just wanted to make sure,
Yes. Wanted to
the
clarify.
country music industry, not a monolith. I just wanted to make sure maybe he could be a country rapper, yodeler.
There are country rappers, actually.
Yeah.
It's like actually.
But so he's Country.
He's country, yeah. No, I like him. If you listen to country radio right now, you would have heard a couple of his songs, even if his name doesn't ring a bell.
Morgan Wallen. Is he a newer person?
His songs, I would say when it comes to like radio, have just started have just started getting bigger.
Okay.
But he's been around for a while, like most artists.
Yeah.
They get big all of a sudden.
Yeah. You know who I miss? Shania Twain. I want her to come. I want her to release some new music.
Oh, Shania.
She's my girl. That's right. Man, I feel like a woman.
Do you?
I don't. I'm just quoting her song. Some people in the audience are going, well, yeah, that doesn't really surprise me. Next in the dish, Wonder Woman 1984 will officially debut on Christmas Day in theaters and on the struggling HBO Max. But early reviews are pouring in, and so far, yeah, the critics love it. Some are even saying it's better than the first Wonder Woman movie. And that's saying a lot because the first Wonder Woman movie did really well, both box office and critic-wise. Gal Gadot is being called a goddess, and they're loving Chris Pine's return as well. Even Kristen Wiig as a villain got high praise. And her box office success is hit and miss. The movie will open in theaters and on HBO Max for the first month and then move exclusively to theaters. This is good news. First, I love Patty Jenkins is the director. I met her a couple times. Delightful lady.
Good.
And I want success for her and she deserves it. Hollywood has been trying to figure out how to bring Wonder Woman to the big screen for decades. And nobody could crack the code. You know who cracked the code? Patty Jenkins. So I want her to have so much success because she deserves it. And this looks like it's going to be good.
It does. I think I was reading some of the Twitter reviews for the reviewers who actually got to see it too, and they all kind of said the same thing. I won't spoil anything, end quote, but it's how superhero movies were made in the precipice of superhero movies, and it's really good.
You want an embarrassing story?
Please.
This proves I have no vanity anymore. But there are so many things to make fun of me about when I was a kid, and one of them was, do you know what underoos are?
Underoos?
Underoos, do you remember? You know
like
what they
a
are?
kangaroo thing?
No, it has nothing to do with kangaroos or marsupials.
Okay.
Underoos were fun little, little pajama or underwear sets for kids, and they featured superheroes. They had characters, so the top matched your bottom. So it was like a Spider-Man. I wanted Wonder Woman. I liked the stars on the breeches. I liked the Falcon or the American Eagle on her chesticle.
The brassiere?
Yeah, I wanted all that. I didn't want a male superhero. I wanted Wonder Woman. And I got so made fun of. I was called Wonder Woman from like 3rd grade until like junior high.
Whatever, people.
Well, it was Indiana. I mean,
I don't care.
Let's be clear. It's Indiana in the 80s. We weren't real progressive. But yeah. But I still love Wonder Woman. I love Linda Carter.
Okay, so I want your take on this.
Okay.
Gal? Or Linda?
Oh, Linda forever.
Okay.
Oh, Linda Carter.
That was a hot, fast take.
No. I love Gal Gadot.
Yeah.
There's nobody better than Linda Carter. And she still looks amazing. Look her up on Instagram right now.
She's
While
on
I talk to the audience. Nicolette, Donna, Pam. Linda Carter fans may speak. Ladies, how beautiful is Linda Carter?
Beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Amazing. And she's only gotten better looking. And I think she's like 67, 68. Are you looking at her right now, Kendall?
Yeah, she doesn't have IG, so now just going to the...
Yeah, she's absolutely stunning. She's one of... Yeah, isn't she? I mean, seriously, Donna. And she was beautiful back then, and she continues to be just a gorgeous lady.
Yep.
So Jason,
Yeah.
they make adult underoos now. Like I currently have a Wonder Woman underoos set. Like the Falcon, star, bottoms. I'll send you the information.
Okay, I got to tell you, just when I thought this audience couldn't get any better, now they're telling me about adult underoos. Nicolette, I'm going to need you to go to the store right now, please. Thank you. Yeah. We'll come back to the ladies in a little bit after Nicolette's gone to the Target. Right now, though, on Mondays we get a special serving of hot dish all the way from Hollywood. Please give it up from TMZ and my co-star on Jimmy Kimmel Live. It's Brad, everyone. Hello, Brad.
Good morning, Jason. How are you?
Brad, did you see we were on Kimmel a couple nights ago?
I didn't see that.
Yeah, you and I were part of the unnecessary censorship segment.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I'll have to look at that. Yikes.
Yeah, it made us look real good. Let's just say that.
Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah. Let's get started. Why is Dionne Warwick in the news today?
Well, Dion had a little fun on Twitter with some other big stars. Over the weekend, she tweeted, she said, "Hey, Chance the Rapper, why do you have the rapper in your name when it's very obvious that what you do is rap?" And Chance saw this tweet because it got a lot of traction on social media. And he said, "Oh my, I can't believe that I'm talking to you." He said, "I'm such a big fan." And they even kind of teased a collaboration where Dion said, "Hey, why don't we rap together?" He wasn't the only one who got in the way of her Twitter fingers. The Weeknd, the singer, was as well. She said, "Well, we're on names. I don't understand that either. He misspells the word The Weeknd," and he acknowledged it as well. It was just a little fun to see someone like Dionne Warwick engaging with young stars and having fun as well.
Oh, wow. Psychic Friends Network. Speaking of rappers, one rapper is no longer allowed in the happiest place on earth, or the most magical place on earth, I should say.
That's Pretty Ricky rapper, Spectacular Blue Smith. So there was an incident with him. He was actually arrested at Disney World in Florida. What allegedly happened, he was in line for a ride, did a fake sneeze, and then said coronavirus. Obviously, a lot of people around him weren't too happy. So when an employee approached him, and they kind of got in an argument, he then allegedly punched the employee. So we have some sources who say that he has since been banned from Disney World parks in Florida. So definitely no Mickey and Minnie visits for sure in his future.
Just awful. Finally, George Clooney's endorsement of the Flowbee. George can sell some items, it looks like.
And there's still a little bit of speculation, Jason, if he actually uses a Flowbee. That's the tool used for home haircuts. George had said that he had done it for 20 years or so, and we reached out to the company who actually said because of George, they're out of stock. They're on back order. Orders were up tenfold, so he's been good for business, that's for sure.
Wow, we're looking at the commercial right now. It's amazing. Brad, go check that out. Last Thursday, unnecessary censorship.
Thanks, Jason.
Bye, buddy. Brad from TMZ. Thanks for joining us. TMZ.com for more. Well, Tyler on our staff uses Flowbee.
The Flowbee?
Yeah.
Oh.
Next in the dish. Over the weekend, I got a chance to watch the Mariah Carey Christmas special. It's called Mariah Carey's Magical Christmas Special on Apple TV+. And before I give you my very happy thoughts, here's a delightful clip.
I got a great story to tell you. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and 2020 had been rough. So Santa decided the season couldn't be merry without the one and only Mariah Carey.
This Christmas, we could all use a little magic.
Okay, this is single-handedly, and I know I can be dramatic, but I'm being very sincere when I say this is the best thing to ever be put on television. I gotta tell you, Colin laughs out loud about 14 times a year. He laughed out loud on Saturday. We were loving this. So many reasons why, because it's so over the top. First of all, that outfit, how is she staying in that outfit is my first. That is an act of physics. But anyway, it is so over the top and so Mariah. And my favorite part is, other than Jennifer Hudson and Ariana Grande Latte right here, everybody else throughout the special that isn't a close-up with Mariah has horrible lighting, while Mariah has spectacular lighting. She has a key light, a soft light, a bounce light, fill lights, a backlight, and probably an intern holding a fluorescent light. It is, Kendall, I showed Kendall before the show. Am I making that up?
No, it's so badly and deliciously.
It's badly delicious. There's a scene where she's waking up from a dream and she's perfectly lit. She's perfectly lit. Her hair is coiffed perfectly to the side. She's laying on her side beautifully. I have never looked like that when I've woken up. Even in my 20s when I looked, I've never looked that good. And she had a key light. I want to have a key light when I wake up. It is, guys, I'm telling you, it put me in such a good mood because it's so Mariah. You can watch it on Apple TV+. If you have an iPhone, just hit that little logo and then watch it. Yeah. Oh, it's so good. I love you, Mariah. Still ahead, everybody, Kendall's book club is back. We'll show you what she and her mom are reading this month. But next, a newspaper columnist gets laid off, and her boss realizes it was a huge mistake. Will she take back her old job and find love in the process? Producer Ted reviews this latest Christmas movie when we return. Back in a moment. Where's my key light?
All right.
Hey.
Did I overhear you two talking about creative writing?
Yes.
Yeah? Did you bring up your novel?
Well, I should not have said anything to you about that.
Yes, you should have, and you need to let me read it.
I'll think about it.
Yeah?
If you can catch me.
Oh, really? Oh, it's gonna be like that, is it? I'm coming.
Welcome back. After Kayla gets fired from her job as a newspaper columnist, she heads home to Connecticut to reconnect with she heads home not to Connecticut. She heads home to reconnect with her family. It could be in Connecticut. But gets a surprise visit from her old boss. That's a clip from the new Hallmark Christmas movie, Christmas, She Wrote. Will Winnie Cooper's starring role have any effect on the jury? Once again, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Producer Ted Reviews Christmas Movies. Joining us from the North Pole, a.k.a. across the studio, is producer Ted Johnson. Ted, I don't want to influence your voting in any way. I don't want to be accused of that. But I did just receive in the commercial break a text message from my mother, if you will allow me to read this.
Go for it.
She said, "Warn Ted, no bad-mouthing this movie or there's going to be trouble."
Wow.
So I'm just going to say Dar loved this movie, but we'll get to your rating in a minute. I read a little bit there. Expand on the plot, my friend.
So she must be some kind of an advice columnist. She writes for this newspaper. A new editor comes in and he just has to cut everyone's salary. But he just fires her without reading anything. He just fires her. She fires off a little, readers, I'm no longer going to be working here. The readers revolted.
They revolted.
And the publisher said, "Editor, you better hire her back or you're fired."
Ooh.
So she goes to California to reconnect with her family, as you said, and then he shows up to try to lure her back.
Okay, well, we're looking at them now. All of these movies hinge on chemistry and good lighting and shooting locations that have good fake snow. But let's concentrate on the chemistry. How was it between Danica and Dylan?
So I love Danica.
Yeah.
Love her.
Tread lightly.
Let me
tread
finish.
lightly. Okay.
The idea of the boss comes back to lure her back while also falling in love with her, it just screams a little creepy to me. And it was hard to get over that the entire movie because I'm like, this thing's a little bit of an HR problem.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm coming from. I liked them together. I liked her more than I liked him.
Now, a lot of these movies are formulaic, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's why we love it or list it. But was this one typical predictable or a little too predictable?
I don't think so. I think this was a pretty original, actually. I really, usually you figure out who's gonna get together in the end. I didn't see how this was gonna play out. As I said, I thought it was like, is like the HR director just gonna come in the end of the movie here, or
yeah.
So it wasn't predictable. There was a gay couple, gay interracial couple. That was we call them the B couple. So you got the A couple with Winnie Cooper and then the B couple.
I know.
So
I just want us to have, can't the gay couple be the turkey? We're always the mashed potatoes and the stuffing. But anyway, okay, enough about that. Let's go through the checklist, my friend. First, a big city girl or guy goes to a small town.
Yep, New York City. And then small Northern California town.
Was there any type of smooching in a gazebo or town square?
No.
Wow, there's nothing like that, okay?
No.
And then a new checklist item from a viewer. Did anybody wear matching outfits?
Yes. It was the boss who's trying to win Winnie Cooper over. and her ex-boyfriend who's trying to win her back, and the two guys wore the same ugly Christmas sweaters.
Well, there we go. Okay, here's the moment. Get ready, Kendall. Get ready to my mother. Here's the moment we've been waiting for. How many crowns did you give Christmas She Wrote?
You know, I like Winnie Cooper. Wonder Years is great stuff. The original, I love originality with these Hallmark movies. So, you know, I was pretty generous with this movie, and I think Dar's going to be pretty happy.
Wow!
3 crowns.
3? Come on. Tyler, roll the applause. That's Kendall. We have a 3-crown movie. It's amazing.
I enjoyed it.
Okay. You're safe. I'm going to wait for the text message from Dar here. Producer Ted, everybody, thank you very much. You can see all these movies on Hallmark, Lifetime, Netflix, Hulu. Still ahead. We asked you guys about your weekend, and you responded. We'll take a look at what everyone did. You all sent some great pictures. It's our new segment when we come back. Back in a moment. Oh, 3.
Okay, go play with me.
That baby does not like that toy. Welcome back, everyone. How funny is that? One of our viewers, Melissa, posted that video on our Facebook page this weekend saying, just wanted to have a festive moment with the pup. Well, it was one of hundreds of great comments and photos we got when I posted, show us your weekend yesterday. Welcome back. Weekends are a little different these days, but we're all finding ways to have a little fun. So we decided to ask all of you on our Jason Show Facebook page, show us your weekend. And you did. Take a look. There was a lot of cooking going on this weekend, especially at Sarah's house. She made enough lasagna to feed the entire cast of The Godfather. Moving to the baked goods category, Jody made this amazing gingerbread house with her teenagers, and they didn't even check their phones once. Meanwhile, I'm absolutely heading over to Christine's house after the show to grab a bag full of these beauties. Now, Nicolette is proving never judge a book by its cover or a chocolate-covered strawberry by its appearance. They're straight out of an episode of Nailed It, but who cares? They look great. And it seems pets know better than we do how to have a great weekend. Look at Betsy's beauty, Max. Could he look any more relaxed? He's only outdone by Crystal's pooch, Jasmine, who doesn't mind stretching out and showing off, per se. Peekaboo, we see you, Mika. Molly's beauty reminds me of my old history professor. Bob is napping and dreaming of all the presents he hopes will be coming his way. Well, and it looks like someone already found their present. And Susie's cat is, well, we're not quite sure what's happening here. There's a triple napping party over at Rebecca's house, while a pig party of one is at Melissa's. And you know I have to show you this one. Look at not one, but 2 mastiffs taking a much-needed nap at Karen's house this weekend. And here's Lady trying on some clothes. She is too busy for a nap. I think this cat is staring at me. I don't know. Thanks to people out there on the front lines getting it done, like Danielle at St. John's Hospital, and Jessica, who's part of one of my favorite groups of folks. You know this, the service industry. Make sure you guys tip generously. And look at all these great kids doing projects, having fun, hanging out with their parents and their friends. I love it. And here's to all of you for sharing your weekend with us. Only 5 more days before we can do it again. And there's that cat. I love that cat. That's why we put it in there twice. Anyway, had so much fun going through the photos yesterday, and we so appreciate it. Kendall joins me now. We have a few more to check out. First comes from Mallory. Mallory says, picked out a Christmas tree with my family. Kids had a blast being outside. So many people pick out their own trees. Like they go and hunt them down. I love it. Anastasia says, drove up to see the drive-through Bentleyville lights in Duluth. We got a lot of those pictures. That was real popular this weekend. And Robin shared this picture saying, Christmas baking. Check out that spread, by the way. Look at that.
Wow.
So good. You can see all of these pictures, and I would encourage you to. I mean, we didn't have enough time. We could have done a whole special on them. Just go to the Jason Show Facebook page, hit that like button, and you'll see it toward the top of the page. And we'll be doing it again this weekend. So if you capture a moment, save it for us. Save it.
We want to see it.
We want to see it. Look at Cheetah. Speaking of Cheetah, her book club is back. We'll show you what Kendall is reading and her mom is reading when we come back. Back in a moment, everyone. Those big old mastiffs. Welcome back. Well, books are a really popular gift during the holiday season, and some books are perfect for, well, the season. Kendall and her mom are back with their latest book club picks for December and beyond.
We've got 4 books today that we want to talk about. The first one is called Mr. Dickens and His Carol.
Correct. It's by Samantha Silva. This is a historical fiction book, which we all love, I believe. It's an imagined story based on true circumstances from Dickens' life. The writer, Samantha Silva, this is basically a love letter to Charles Dickens. He was one of her favorite authors ever. And I love this book. It was humorous. It was very rich in historic detail from his life. And it gives some nods to his past works that had taken place before this book, supposedly was taking place. So it actually begins with Dickens not feeling at all in the Christmas spirit. His last book was a huge flop. The creditors are after him. His relatives and friends are all after him for money. They think he's rich, and he's actually quite broke at the time. And his publishers, because they know he's broke, are trying to make him, blackmail him to writing a Christmas story, a happy one. And he's like, I don't feel happy. I don't want to write a happy story. And so he then gets writer's block and can't write anything. Decides to go to London, where he starts walking the streets every night aimlessly and runs into a certain person who actually becomes his muse, who takes him on all I can say would be like a Scrooge-like journey. It's a great book. I think that everyone will love it.
Okay, I love historical fiction. I get to go next because I'm holding it. How exciting!
Oh, I love that.
My library book. This is called Christmas at the Island Hotel. It's by Jenny. Is it Colgan or Colgan?
Colgan.
Jenny Colgan. So I've read 3 of her Christmas books now. And if you really like reading Christmas books, but sometimes get a little tired of Debbie McCalmer type, like really mushy Hallmark style, hers are so feel good and so sweet, but not corny at all. They all take place somewhere around like Scotland, a little town off the coast of northern England, etc. This one is off of an island called Muir, which is off the coast of Scotland, in between Scotland and Norway, supposedly. Basically, it centers around romance, it centers around family ties, and it centers around like the warmth and comfort you would think of when you think of like these small towns in England. This one specifically is about a brother and sister. The brother's husband just died and left him this giant hotel, and the sister is like, okay, I'll help you, because he's kind of falling apart in his whole life. And she's like, I'll help, I'll figure it out. Meanwhile, she just had a baby and she has her own bakery. So she's like kind of, woo! Well, the romance comes in because one of her bakers, she has go and work at the inn, at the big hotel, because she's trying to run this kitchen. That baker falls maybe in love, maybe in friends, who knows? She kind of hates him at first, this guy who just shows up on the island and no one can really tell what's going on. He's Norwegian, he's handsome. We know though that he's a prince or a duke. He's like super wealthy and has been shunned to this island by his family. So everything plays out from there. It's funny. All of her books, again, this is the brand new one from 2020, but Jenny Colgan, any of them are really good Christmas books. And she has non-Christmas books, so just make sure to look into that. My True Love Gave to Me.
Yes, My True Love Gave to Me. I'm just going to say briefly about this. This is a book written 12 different stories in one book. It's edited by an internationally famous YA author, Stephanie Perkins. And there are 12 different best-selling YA authors that each write a story. very famous, 12 different holiday stories of different holidays too, not just all Christmas. And there's something in every one of these stories. I mean, there's something in this book for everybody. Highly recommend this book. And YA would be, like mid-teen through adult.
Okay, cool. I like that. And then
one last one.
Greenhouse.
The Green Glass House by Kate Milford. It's actually a mystery set at Christmas time. It's a J book, so I would say in this one, because it's got some little scary parts, but not terribly terrifying. I would say 4th grade on up. I found the book great. It's the first in a 5-book series, which I always love because I like to continue on with stories that I enjoy. This book was on the New York Times bestselling list, was a National Book Award nominee, and won the Edgar Award for the best juvenile mystery. Well worth the read. It's set at Christmas break where Milo, who's adopted, and his parents, they run an inn. It's called the Green Glass House. It's actually a inn where smugglers will stop. An odd variety of different people. Anyway, it's very, very quiet at Christmas time. There's a blizzard raging outside. They're so happy to be alone and just enjoy the holiday and just relax for a change. And suddenly, the guest bell rings, not just once, but I believe it's 5 times. I read this book about a year ago. And all these different mysterious strangers come in, and they all have unusual and crazy stories that are somehow connected to Green Glass House.
So there's our 4 selections, you guys. We will put this, of course, on our Facebook page. Merry Christmas, Mom.
Merry Christmas. Thank you.
We love the mom. It's Kendall's mom. Kendall's uber popular book club. Move over, Oprah. Kendall's joining me now. There was a little graphical goof in the beginning. Can you just let people know so you're not confused?
Yep, so the book I talked about, we saw that Green Glass House book twice. The one I was talking about was by Jenny Colgan. It's Christmas at on the Island. She's got a couple of different Christmas books. All of them, if you like Debbie Macomber, but it can be a little overwhelming, a little too lovey-dovey. Jenny Colgan is like my favorite Christmas author.
Perfect. So. There we go. If you missed any of Kendall's book picks, we'll be posting the segment on our Facebook page a little bit later. Give us a little time to search for Jason Show TV. We'll be right back, everyone. Welcome back to the show, everyone. I always keep up with the social medias. We got a suggestion for Ted from Don. Don writes to me, hey, Jace, I think you should add a rating criteria. Ted should. Is there a snowball fight? I think Don's right. Ted, write that down, Ted.
Snowball
Noted. There's a lot of stupid, fake,
Oh, and they've always got like the perfectly round snowballs.
Yeah. Watch us on YouTube if you miss our show live. To search for The Jason Show on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button. We would greatly appreciate it. The more subscribers we get, the more stars we get on our Fox Employee of the Month calendar.
We've never been in that.
No. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. We've never been Employee of the Month. Welcome back to the show, everyone. Wrapping things up for a brand new week. Let's say goodbye to our dear friends, the winner of the Virtual Audience of the Year. We have Nicolette, Donna, and Pam. Pam, did you like our new segment there with the photos? Did you enjoy that?
I loved it. I should have sent you some of mine.
Oh, good. How about Nicolette? Did you like it?
I did. That was so cute.
Oh, good. Well, ladies, I just really appreciate you being here. You guys were great. Please come back and see us.
No problem.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, ladies. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. It's time for our bubblegum goodbye. I just grabbed this from our handy-dandy bubblegum machine. Kendall and I have no idea what they're going to ask us. You ready?
No, I'm never ready.
What are you most looking forward to in the next few months?
A vaccine?
Wow. Could we be a little less real life? Could we be a little bit more? Kendall's like, the end of famine? No, I mean, no, a vaccine, obviously, yes.
Yeah,
I'm most looking forward to my mother finding a home
Yes.
and settling. You know what I mean? Here in Minnesota.
Yes.
That's really what I'm looking forward to.
That's much sweeter and better.
And if I'm being selfish, returning to Disney World. I'm just saying. Being real, I'm not going to lie to you. Tomorrow on the show, Lindsay Ginsel is back with her gingerbread recipe and some gift ideas for the foodie in your life. That's coming up tomorrow. We love Lindsay. Just being honest, I want to go back to Disney. There are bigger things in the world, but I'm saying. That's going to do it for us. If you're a kid watching that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Thanks for watching.